Oh, hi.
Welcome back. So, today we're going to look at something I think is actually really cool. It's a color sensor, specifically the TCS230. And we'll be using it with the ESP32S3, which, if you've been following along, you might already be familiar with. We'll go through what the sensor does, how to wire it up, and then we'll look at some code that reads colors and even calibrates itself. It's kind of satisfying when it works. So, the TCS230 is what's called a programmable color light to frequency converter. What that means is it looks at light and it converts the intensity of that light into a frequency, like a square wave signal. The brighter the light, the higher the frequency. Inside the chip, there's an 8 by 8 array of photodiodes, 64 tiny little sensors. 16 of them have red filters, 16 have green, 16 have blue, and 16 are clear, no filter at all. You can choose which group of photodiodes the sensor uses at any time by setting two pins, S2 and S3. So if you want to measure red light, you select the red photodiodes. For green, you select green, and so on. There's also S0 and S1, which control the output frequency scaling. You can run it at 2%, 20%, or full 100%. We'll be using 20% in this project, which gives a nice stable reading. A few things from the datasheet that are worth knowing. The sensor runs on a single supply voltage, anywhere from 2.7 volts to 5.5 volts, so it works fine at both 3.3 volt and 5 volts. That's convenient. It communicates directly with a microcontroller using just digital signals, which is why it's so easy to use with something like the ESP32S3. The output is a square wave with a 50% duty cycle, and the frequency is directly proportional to the light intensity, so more light equals higher frequency. It's quite elegant, actually. It also has low nonlinearity error, typically around 0.2% at 50 kHz, and a stable temperature coefficient of 200 parts per million per degree Celsius, which is all just datasheet speak for. It's accurate and consistent. Okay, so let's talk about the circuit. We have two main components here, the ESP32S3 development board and the TCS230 color sensor module. The sensor module needs power, so VDD goes to 3.3 volts and GND to ground. The OE pin, that's output enable, is also connected to ground to keep the sensor active. Then there are 5 signal pins connecting to the ESP32S3. S0 connects to GPIO 5, S1 to GPIO 6, S2 to GPIO 39, S3 to GPIO 38, and the sensor's output pin, sensor out, connects to GPIO 40. That's it really. No resistors, no capacitors needed, just the sensor, the microcontroller, and 5 wires. It's actually one of the simpler circuits I've put together. So let's look at the code now. Don't worry, I'll walk through it gently. At the top, we define our pin numbers S0 through S3 and sensor out, matching exactly the wiring we just set up. In the setup function, we configure all those pins and then we set S0 high and S1 low, which, if you remember from the datasheet table, means 20% frequency, scaling, stable, and readable. The main loop reads the raw frequency for each color, red, green, and blue, by calling a helper function that selects the right photodiode group, waits a moment, and then uses pulsin to measure the output frequency. Those raw frequency values are then mapped to a 0 to 255 range using calibration data that we capture before we start, and that mapping gives us actual RGB values. The calibration part is, this is actually my favorite bit. When you first upload the code and open the serial monitor, the sensor doesn't just start reading colors right away, it asks you to calibrate it first. The first step is white. It'll prompt you to place a white object in front of the sensor. I used a plain white card. Once it's in place, you type the letter Y and press enter. And what that does is it captures the raw frequency values for red, green, and blue under white light. Those become our minimum values because white reflects the most light. Then for the second step, it asks for black. I just move the card away and leave nothing in front of the sensor, or you can use a black surface, type Y, and enter again. That captures the maximum frequency values. Black absorbs nearly all light, so the frequencies are much higher. With those two reference points, the code can map any reading in between to a proper 0 to 255 RGB value. It's a simple but effective way to account for different lighting conditions. Okay, so calibration is done. Let me show you what happens. I'll pick up this red object and hold it in front of the sensor. And there it is. The serial monitor shows red. The R value is high, green and blue are low. It got it? Let me try the blue one now, and blue. The B channel is dominant now. It's working exactly as expected. The color detection logic in the code checks which of the three channels is the highest, and it also has thresholds for white, black, and even yellow-orange. It's not perfect for every shade, but for distinct colors like these, it's quite reliable. So that's the TCS230 with the ESP32S3. It's a pretty simple sensor once you understand how it works. Select your color channel, measure the frequency, map it to a value, and with a bit of calibration, it gives you solid, real readings. The code will be in the description if you want to try it yourself. You might need to adjust it a little for your specific lighting, but that's kind of part of the fun. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Happy coding!